Welcome back, Bowser. Welcome back to Bowser's Inside Bowser's Castle inside Bowser's Inside Story. Hey, where's my controller? Guys, hold on. I was using my Switch Pro controller for the one time I put it somewhere else. I'm like, whoops! God, it's over here. There's like a battery in this thing, right? Yeah, okay. Nintendo. Griffin, stop streaming. I'm catching up on Griffin VODs right now. Watch them faster. This is what you get for the last week of Tears of the Kingdom streams that you've been doing. We're all, like, right before I had to go to work. It was driving me crazy. But yeah, we're in the middle of this right now. The first time Bowser came here, he was humiliated. He was made a mockery out of. A fool, even. A coward? Stop calling me Bowser. He's gay, and I'm not gay! What's this way? Oh, behind the pipe. Yeah, so as it turns out, I thought that the major stuff to do here was gonna be like, what is it? These 3 rooms down here, you know, the stuff that's not the throne room / the balcony. As it turns out, it's actually all of this, which looks like a lot of rooms, but I'm in the mood for it, because last night was mostly, like a major 2D dungeon, and I've been hungry for a 3D one. That's the one thing that I've been, like, very pleasantly surprised with, one of many, with Bowser's Inside Story, is that the balance of the Bowser and the Brothers content, I feel, like, good about it. Should I be sucking? Is this more Blitties, potentially? It is! There we go. Good reminders. And sometimes there's kind of like 2 concurrent dungeons where what Bowser is doing on the overworld, what cheeky, and ow! Waited for so long, but also they're sick, so it's okay. All I need to do is wait and wear a mask and not get sick, and we're good to go. Come on, come on. I don't know, it kind of feels like you're playing 2, like, parallel RPGs at the same time, but the balance of, like, the screen time feels good to me, you know? And there's, like, lots of bosses. I'm hoping for something cool at the end of this. There's still, like, a couple of major ones that I can still remember. Definitely, once you're able to get past that Dark Star blockade, a lot's gonna start coming back to me about, like, you know... That's something that everybody talks about with Bowser's Inside Story is the ramp up to the ending. Oh, thank you. Wait, this is kind of fucked up, though. I'm realizing why they're helping me. Is because Bowser's minions aren't piloting those mechs. So I'm freeing them, and they're, like, rewarding... Oh my god, you can do that? They're, like, rewarding me for having helped them. Here, I need to cook. There we go. So, like, as much as they love Bowser, they're forced to always be hurting him. Think about this. Think about it. I think this is normal. Oh! These are very strange conveyor belts to read because the animation doesn't play very fast. Once you see Bowser start to slide, I can kind of figure out. I can get, like, an indication where he's on his way to. He's here! Bowser's here! Finally! Why am I treating this like Tears of the Kingdom bokoblins? I see them in a cage and the first thing I do is attack and kill. Free! Yes! At last! The Bob-ombs joined as minions? Oh, yes! Yes, I would love to practice. Tell me what these guys are all about. No! What? What do you mean another shout-out was given to Arbo stuff? Who did that? Whatever, I get it. It's like the Mario 64 DS minigame. He did it! That's right, I learned. Whoa! Yes! Whoa! Hey, guys! Minions, calm down! Chill! Oh. Oh! Oh, that's it? There's no resolution to that? I guess they're okay. He just fanned the flames and he put them out. They didn't explode. Prove it happened. Show me the footage. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What do you mean Arlo Stuff just subscribed? An anonymous gifter gave Arlo Stuff a tier 1 sub? What is going on? Guys, you can't do this. Arlo's gonna fucking go to my channel and go to my Twitter and he's gonna see like all these like memes that I've been making. He was never supposed to know. That's an insane bit. Someone had to spend money to do that. What if he's live on his Twitch channel right now? And then he's gonna say out loud, wait, are these those guys from Fire Emblem Fates? He's gonna like look at my Twitter in like the middle of Keat Week. What are those disproportionately sized men doing to each other? And then Arlo would say some shit like, I think the big one is the bottom and the little one is the top. This is in line with the opinions that he usually says. We're on track to the eventuality of a Griffin Galactic versus Arlo cage match. He's a puppet, how could I lose? All his punches would be so soft. It'd be like a pillow fight. It would be like that one picture of Arlo I made where he has like actual teeth. And so, you know, he's doing the thumb and the rest of the hand gesture, you know. The puppeteering, if you will. But there's like, he can bite with it. He can do the same thing he always does, but now he bites. Partway through the match, Jaggy Thermos comes in with the steel chair. Whoa! I have not done timing like that before. That feels excellent. So if I breathe fire on the bombs in the cages, can I like... Are they sacrificial? Will they blow up inside the mech and then both of them are destroyed? But then I want to get mushrooms out of it. It's almost like helping people is a good thing. Hey, speaking of other streamers, I'll tell you what I was doing just a moment before. Come on, there we go. Oh my god, they're just left holding nothing. What I was doing just before I started streaming tonight, I am now officially fully caught up on the Game Clam streams. I remember having seen the very first one way back, out of context of like nothing. And then that Spamton thing happened, the sweepstakes. I'm like, you know, I should see what else is going on with these guys. And I looked into it, and there are other Game Clam keynotes. And in just a few days, the 2023 Game Clam presentation is going to take place. So I gotta make sure that I'm like all in. I don't know, I feel like in general I should be like more like well-versed in like Wayne radio TV stuff. But I don't know how to go from the path of somebody who doesn't know anything about them, aside from Game Clam, to somebody who is like a seasoned expert, you know? Whoa! Well, what if I just do this? Uh-oh. I guess they're already on fire. That's not a good start. But man, yeah, I guess everybody else already knows about this from like a year ago, but that fucking sequence where one of the trailers is... It's the trailer for I Am Jesus. Oh, I can jump over them. It's the trailer for I Am Jesus Christ, but it's played backwards, so instead of like curing people of curses and diseases, and healing the sick. He's like taking food away from people and making people blind and shit. And then they called it Am Evil Jesus Christ. Like, God, it's so good. I think I liked it better than the year before. I think 2022 is better than 2021. This is my statement. Okay, what's the overall path through this? So if I take a left, then this is gonna be extras. I like extras. Oh, simple. A TNT drumstick. Like a Minecraft. And then the fucking Among Us in the park. Oh, man. But what else happened? You guys ever get, like, really impatient with a potato? This happened to me tonight. And guys, I promise I know how to make them. But I was like, man, I had to take this out and put this back in so many times, and it's still, like, raw. It wasn't, like, totally, but there's like, a certain, like, raw potato aftertaste that I've only had to become familiar with, like, once or twice in my life. But tonight, I'm knowing it once more. Carrots were good, though. Bowser, please! Leg outpost? I sure hope it do. Yeah, I mean, you can stay airborne for a pretty long time with these things, so it's not like... Oh, come on! Well, then I'll punch, right? Because it'll take a while from the ones I just burst. And then the one after that to come to me. There it is. Whew. There wasn't anything different about that from the first conveyor belt I just did. I don't know what was so difficult. I guess this is like the smart thing to do. Ice. Bowser's an official like he chews, right? He doesn't swallow, he chews the ice. He goes on the forums. I think out of many people who would chew ice, Bowser like is like especially like well suited for it. Right? Because I don't know. He's got all that fire breathing. I think it'd be nice. Like, it'd be, like, really melty right away. Frankly, I'm a little jealous. I will never know the pleasures of hot ice, but he does. Like, doesn't that sound good, actually? Oh, it's sucking me in. So I don't know how to make these jumps. I guess the point is to come back with a, Guys, is this a sniper scope, or is the sprite just glitched? I guess I have to come back here with the brothers on, like, an additional run. Bowser has celiac? Well, the brothers do that. He didn't always have it, and then the brothers did it. They went in him one day, and he was like, why can't I eat bread? Not even, like, in the Bowser voice, he just said, why can't I eat bread? I mean, it was an inevitability that the bombs and the conveyor belts are going to be combined. But I'm really not good enough. I mean, I guess I am. I just want to be allowed to fear is all. See, that's what he should have done. After he beat Midbus and he went, I'm sorry, like, it's over, we can stop bringing it up now. But when he went into the room with the lots of food in it, and he saw, no, I want syrup. Do I? I guess I'll get some ultras. And he sees all these, like, sweets and cakes and donuts and things. He says, are these gluten-free? And then they say to him, oh, no, Bowser, they're not. I'm sorry, we didn't know. And you know what he does? He turns around and he leaves and he goes home. Can I scratch another one? Oh. The luck is tragic. Not a single Fawful the whole game, and then all of a sudden, 2 back-to-back. Maybe I'm just not buying enough. If I bought more.
Sunk cost, yes!
Oh god, what's going on in here? Preservation Chamber. Access restricted to members of the Bowser's Secret Society. I hope we get to see what that looks like. That on the other side of that door, there's like a bunch of like Koopas and Goombas in like cloaks. And they conduct secret business. So, but does Fawful know that the Star Cure is here? Would attendees of the Bowser Secret Society be like the brainwashed Fawful guys, or like somehow undercover Bowser loyalists? Guys, I'm sorry, I have to see what happens. Oh my god, it does blow up! Or at least it's about to now. Oh! I'm sorry, why did I want this again, exactly? Wow, the Bowser's Inside Story chemistry engine. So I can just go in here if I want? I want the items first. One thwomp isn't gonna make the difference between winning or losing, but oh. I thought I was already at the star. If this is a side room, I'll do it right now. Hold up. I thought that's why like the blocks and the saving and stuff was here.
Oh, I want to join the Secret Society.
What the? What? It's for Mario and Luigi? Access restricted. The very latest indoor security allows entry only when buttons are pushed in a specific order. Before pushing the door button, members will push other buttons the specified number of times. Only Society members will be notified of the correct order and number of button presses. A note to all Society members. If you think you'll forget the code, leave no notes around. Once again, this is already a pretty pressing question on like the road to Bowser's Castle leading up to it, but especially within. If Bowser can't jump, why make ramps that he can't go on? Or rather, there's no ramps. Why make lack of ramps if ramps is what he needs? A super yummy jar. Oh my, I thought that was another ramp. The latest Kingdom fad. It's Seesaw Fit. Bowser Castle debut. Jump as high as you can and slam down on the seesaw. Ride it, and when the seesaw peaks, jump and slam again. Slam your past regrets. Slam your worst memories. Slam and slam some more. Both stress and unwanted fat will slam away. Oh, wait, this is a bit from Klonoa 2. I know a Joyland Fun Park moment when I see it. This is good. I do like it. But now I'm gonna have to like get off of all of these. Okay, it returns back to its original position. I wonder how high this thing goes though. And now what am I to do? Oh, you can just reverse in the air. This is helpful enough. Uh-oh. Okay, no enemies down here. There's no punishment. You just do a puzzle for fun. Now, why on earth would I do a thing like that? Ah, here we go. This is top shelf. It's probably this way, right? Oh no, there. What do you mean a secret room in this direction? Oh, you know what's interesting? I wonder if you could use like kind of that mid-air slide that Bowser gets. You know, the air punch. And then if you could like combo that into a shell slam without them needing to be like two separate actions. Not exactly a great place to test out the theory, but sometimes I wonder. 100, cool room, man, cool room. Hey, you video game lover, I think we should... With the game clam. Okay, let's get to the top left here. Oh my god, I forgot Socks made that into an emote. Man, that's so good. Treasure chamber. Not easy to get in here. No, the door's locked up tight. Unless you're a genius like me, you'll never figure it out. Wahahahahaha. Well, are you? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? I can go into a treasure chamber. Who's asking? I'm guessing this is just like a shortcut elsewhere, but I don't need it because I'm here for treasure. Wow, you know what? That wasn't bad at all. Not that I was expecting it to be, just like in terms of the 2 hours of putting the star pieces together in the not the tummy, the energy hold. That this is like, you know, I'm already at the end. Uh-huh. Oh, wait a second. Oh. Okay, and then if I use baby punches, then they'll go not as far? Yeah! Cool! I wonder if that's another number thing that's like randomly generated. Or if it's just always that simple. I can't believe I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as like the default one earlier.
Ah, the room where I keep my sweetest stolen treasures. This is one place that stupid Fawful could never break into.
Oh, well there's my answer. Cool. Okay. So it should simply be a freebie.
No! What?
Uh-oh. Wait, I do remember this.
How? How? Why?
Your surliness. I found Sergeant Guy and Corporal Paraplunk. King Bowser! Awesome seeing you again, sir. Our sweep of the castle indicates it is intact, sir.
Intact? Look at this train track!
Whoa! Who put a train track down here? Next stop, Bowser Castle. Now arriving at the always run down, falling apart, dirty, nasty thanks to Bowser Castle.
Hey, it's you idiots! Explain all this now!
Yeah, well bro. As you can see, the secret tunnel project you ordered is finally finished, broski. Yeah, remember Brotown? You helped us drill the tunnel.
I mean, I did, but I don't remember telling you to build a railway directly into my secret treasure chamber!
Bro, this secret tunnel got bought out by Fawful Foundation. It was a buyout, Brodington. Get me? A buyout. Thanks to the sweet cash infusion, we outsourced the whole drilling to some other bros. So now we're elite employees of Lord Fawful. The salary is great, Brody. Insane benefits. Trust me, this Fawful Express that Lord Fawful built is super awesome. Want a ride, Brotron? Although, come to think of it, bro, it's a pretty pricey ticket. Maybe too posh for you. Even if you sold this cruddy old castle, you still can't afford it. Oh! Dickheads! Serves them right. Treason! King Bowser, sir! You'd better not make enemies of those guys. Yeah, for real. Besides, didn't you come here looking for a star cure?
Oh, yeah, the star cure. It must be in this room.
The star cure must be. It must be secured in that safe, sir. Oh.
Safe where? That?
All aboard Fawful Express.
Oh!
Jeez, ow! Ow! I guess it's shell first. Maybe it's not so bad. Stop! I feel like I'm watching him be like stoned in the town square.
Don't.
Oh! You know, the last 2 times Bowser got crushed by something and it made like a perfectly Bowser-shaped hole, I only observed the hole as like a... You know, like a cozy thing. Like if I lied down in it after the fact, minus the crushing. Something about seeing this happen horizontally instead of vertically changes that for me. Like, I think if Keaton did this to Corrin and he hit him with the force of a train and put him in a wall and it made a big fucking crack in it. Oh, I gotta write that down for Keat Week 2024. A message of crisis. Yeah, I'll do it if I have to. Once again, this seems like it knocks out 2 birds with 1 stone, right? They know where the location is. Bowser's not going to get it. It's like not being guarded by anybody. Just leave him here and take it out from under his nose. Uh-oh. But speaking of this, I do come bearing good news regarding Keat Week, which is that it is finally done. Not that the posts are done necessarily, but oftentimes when the beginning of the queue starts, the end of the queue isn't like actually technically finished yet, but now that is the case, and it feels good. I love to look at my June calendar and see that not only is the Game Clam announcement of 2023 days away, but so too is my need to make anything. Keat Week is always this thing that takes me like anywhere between a quarter and a half of a year. It's like, oh wow, now I have the rest of 2023 to do whatever the hell I want. It's always a very big deal. Please don't fuck this up now. Please don't. I filled the gauge. What more do you want? 90% of adrenaline. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, he won't get as big. He'll get up, right? Like, maybe he'll just go to a hospital. Bro, is Bowser a pushover or what? Totally. Lord Fawful's gonna be loving us. I mean, you compare Bowser to the Fawful Express, and it's like, broski, dude is puny. I don't think they should be... Uh-oh. What in the... That's a new one. The last time he, like, rose out of the exact same forest 2 times. Bro, no! This is so funny not having, like, the divide in the screens. Oh, that's it? And then it just starts? Okay. Just a really lingering shot. Oh, what's... Okay. Yeah, let's do another one of these. So this is another sequence that I do remember. That there is a boss battle against a train. I didn't know it was literally going to happen right now, though. This is news to me. Oh, it's running away. Danger, bros. What do we do? Peter Griffin. It's all good, bro. Check it out. Oh, there's like stations and tunnels and... My, oh my. Brodingtons, look! Over there! A rickety bridge! That thing'll collapse under this guy's bulk. What's that supposed to mean? And then it'll fall all the way into the valley. This big dude is going down! Nice, big bro. Totally genius. Wait, are they like related? The other bros could be like a thing you say to a friend, but big bro is like, that's a sibling, right? Let's cruise straight for the bridge station. If we can pass that station, we win, bro. Yeah, well, shame about all the big spiky tunnels in the way. Distance to the bridge station is 100 kilomoles. He's coming! Move! Oh, this is weird. We stopped! Everything okay? Worry not, broskies. That guy's punch is no prob. Unless he spits fire, we'll take 0 damage. Nice, big bro. I can already hear the dude crying. Oh, that's right, it's breathing time. I'm not crying! What? Just okay. Touch what? Oh. Only on like these specific spots and then you squish. Look how flattened the sprites get. I'm trying, man. There we go. Well, I think we know who won that one. So what, breathe more fire? Okay, there's a grade, that's better. So can I not punch ever, or does it have to be all screams the whole time?
La la!
Excellent! The game loves La La Dog. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this now. Not a great start, though. No getting around that. Guys, I never thought I would say this.
I miss Yeek!
Please help! Let me breathe fire! It's very sensitive as to what screams are okay. I have to punch it? What the? The tactical Fawful nuke! Help! Help, please! Again? Okay, now what? Okay, sure. Whoa! What is happening, dude? I guess these are like restoring its health. Look at all these things, man. What? I have no fire. I can't do anything. Look at this. Its health is full up. Punches here are probably okay. I wonder if the blow sensor on the DS just measures mic peaking. Probably. Oh, but if I punch it into the spikes, where did the giant feet come from? Whoa, 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 whoa! Enough of this. It is very funny, by the way, to call the microphone on the DS the blow sensor. Because that's, I mean, there's games that used it for different things, besides just blowing. Stop that, stop that. You run out eventually. It's okay, it's okay. I mean, for measuring blowing specifically, that's probably what's going on, but I think it's specifically asking me to say "gur la la," and then I say it, and then I'm rewarded for how well I do it. And all this just for a separate health bar? This one's like rough. Okay, I gotta mash here. I have no idea how you do that on one phase. Man, never mind this thing making it to the station, which it is very likely going to do. I'm gonna die before that even happens. Man, I'm gonna try punching the train just to see what happens. I think there's like something that I'm missing out. And okay, so nothing happens. Slide? Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I mean, some of these can be like counterattacks, if you think about it, which opens the door for more damage, but
I'm gonna fucking lose!
like there's 10 kilomoles? It's there. It made it. Unless it's gonna give me like one more turn.
Oh! It's not fair!
Oh, look at this thing. Phew! Man, look at that. Neck and neck, it came close. But it's too late now. Wait, I get another turn?
Keaton loves me!
What do you mean, okay? Come back here, you motherfucker! Oh my god. This is that shit they did to the T-Rex in Mario Odyssey. Trying to think. Yeah, I'll use a retry clock. It's a pretty extended sequence compared to what it takes to get to the other bosses. It really doesn't help that I'm surrounded by microphones and I don't know which mic I'm actually like blowing into. So I just have to generally scream at my entire setup in a vague direction.
It sucks to live in a world where nice guys finish last.
Come on! I mean, maybe I can stomp less. Is that anything? Because the first time I ran into these guys, it was no good. But I mean, what's it matter if I'm not really like countering in that sequence? See, I think the la literally is like the best attack I can do. It's the only sound that like consistently gets an excellent.
La 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 la.
I mean, it's a great, but I mean, it's better than good. No other joke roars compare. Uh-oh. Still didn't miss a beat. Right? Yes, thank you. See, like, it's already getting fucked up and we haven't... This is like the first tunnel, right? Man, I'm going to tap this, like, as... Okay, just barely, just barely. The maximum speed of tapping is like the minimum that the game will accept. This one's rough, though. Like, I'm not great at this either. Oh, I understand. Jeez, holy shit, that damage! Okay, well, at least I can just punch now. Oh, but I guess this is kind of the trade-off that you make in the process, is that the punching is gonna knock it further back. So, you know, you can get rid of this guy sooner. But you're also giving up a lot of distance in the process between, like, one tunnel and the next. I don't know. Turning the screen sideways in OBS is technically possible, but I don't have, like, a separate setup for it. So I'd have to, like, spend a really long time putting everything back after the fact, and I don't want to do that. So whenever that happens, I just do it in post. You guys can rotate your devices, right? You guys on desktops, you can do it. Don't you guys have phones? Okay, last one. Bitch. Okay, so I think the train was able to make, like, way fewer repairs that time. Oh, no, it's actually still pretty healthy looking. Oh, see, I wish I could counter this as an example. Please, God, please! Let's get, like, one tap. I was 2 taps away.
I'm going to fucking lose!
Is it like the duration of the blowing rather than the volume of it? That would make sense. Oh god, I dropped my stylus! Just terrible. I think it's length. I think it matters length. Oh my god, it's already here. I mean, it gives me like freebie turns, but this is it even worth trying it? I think when you say words, it puts breaks between sounds, which ends it. Right. I'm just gonna try like... Oh, it's doing my fucking... From the Bat Mic era. It's looking for the microphone built into my cinema display. That's hilarious. Oh, well, I just died normally. Look at this, 2 retry clocks on 1 boss. If I decide that I just want to eat a death, like if I die a 3rd time and go back to a save, do I get the other 2 retry clocks back because I didn't like win on them, or do those stay gone? Because I think they should come back, right? See, I have to like stand up to do this, but... That's exactly what's happening. I'll stand up to do it. It's more immersive this way. I can't waste all of my Bowser's screaming. I don't know. There's like a finite amount of it that I can do. And there's gonna be dialogue to read. I'm gonna be all screamed out for the whole night. Half an hour in. This can't be. Jeez. By the end of this, I'm gonna need the brothers to activate my adrenaline system because my lungs will be like squeezed dry like a fresh orange. Or like a potato. Only a great. Like, you really have to go for a while. I felt like that was a reasonable amount of blowing and it wasn't enough. See, guys, it's just like I can play Fire Emblem Fates. This is what the skin ship sequences are like, right? Where you have to blow gently. This shit is gonna win me. I don't know if I actually have to blow this hard. All I have to do is take the Okami HD Rumble and just put it up against the monitor, and it'll kill the train in 1 shot. Oh god. That was an amazing comeback. I was doing like slow taps at first, but then I did the famous time-honored tradition of just like vibrating one's arm against the screen, and that seems to have done the job. No clouds, no clouds. I really don't feel like this should have ammo. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of the ammo. I'll see what happens if I breathe fire, right? If I can hold on to more distance, then it's worth it, right? Only if I'm confident in my ability to end the battle that fast, which I'm not. Just a test. Oh shit! Oh, so punching is still bad. Setting it on fire is desired. Which also adds another layer to like why you'd want to get rid of the rain clouds, because this is just gonna be like cumulative chip damage. I mean, I guess if it's already against the wall, I could just do a punches for a little bit instead. Oh yeah, this like kills it way faster. But what's the point of extraditing all this time, saving all these turns, when it's pushed back exactly the same distance? That's how I see it. Yeah, 1 more punch will do it. Okay, what kind of repairs did this thing manage to make? Okay, still a little busted. Jeez, this thing though. I'm like pre-vibrating my arm. Oh, look at this input. Look at this. Yes! Oh god. Look at this HP though. It's like still a little over halfway. Oh, very good. That's a good counter. That's a good counter. Why does it look like when it's at like this last phase of having HP, why does it look like Alvin? I'm Alvin. I'm... Come on, man. It stays here for like 2 turns. If I can do a counter and a blow, I might be able to survive. The chain chomp out front is very cute. Please, please, please. If I can do this, I win. I was sliding! Help! Oh no, oh no. Big if there. Oh, look at how close this is gonna be. One more turn, please. Oh, okay. No, this is a save. This is a save. I'm not even like I'm not even gonna finish this off with like one last little funny scream. I can't risk this. I've spent long enough on this as it is. Oh! God, please help me.
I hate public transportation! Everybody should drive cars! Raw!
I need to drink so much fucking water after that. Oh my god. Damn right I deserve a level up. That one's tough. I guess I haven't really needed to blow that hard in a Bowser game before. Well, except one of them, but... Nice! Hey, well-timed tap. Yes, chat, thank you very much for the hydrates. I usually find them annoying, but sometimes I also like to heed, if you can believe it or not. Okay, wow, what a sequence. But how is Bowser going to get home? He still can't cross the bridge. Oh my god. He's like chewing. Oh, I guess that's how. What do you mean more? Jackie, you're starting to sound like the boos from Bowser's Castle.
That all you got, train? Bowser wins again! So... that just happened. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, the Star Cure! Better go check that safe back at the castle.
No, better go check out your new hole. King Bowser, you're okay?
Well, of course!
That Star Cure's in the safe, I'm so sure!
Yeah, I remember. I didn't know what the thing was, but it looked pricey, so I stuck it in this safe.
Begin safe incursion, sir.
La la.
Oh my god, look at this. Look at his little fingers. King Bowser? Something wrong? Bowser?
I forgot it.
Sir?
The safe combination. Oh, I forgot it!
What?
Come on, you stupid brain! Stop being stupid and remember the stupid combination!
Your forgetfulness, get a hold of yourself! Why is it like empty when he does that?
Oh, no use. Can't remember. Hey, Chippy! Come in, Chippy!
No need to shout, I hear you. Forgot the safe combo, huh?
Yeah, I did, but you can find it. Look around inside my head. It's in there somewhere. Find it!
Your tone. I don't like it.
What?
That haughty, commanding tone of voice. I don't like it. Go help yourself.
What the? Hey, find it! Find it, please. Find it, pretty please.
That's better. Okay, the inside of your head is fragile, so stay totally still. I'll go look. Be right back. Okay, this is it. Nobody will get that Star Cure without the safe combination, so we'd better help Bowser. Let's head for Bowser's head. Well, this shouldn't take long. This is the smallest place in the game. Ew! Is that supposed to have happened? Oh, Bowser, like, annoyedly waiting on the top screen is really good. I don't think brains are supposed to do that. That said, I am so glad that we're here, because to my recollection, this is my favorite 2D dungeon in the whole game. It's got the best puzzles and it's got the best boss. I am so excited. Like, the other one was like a little lengthy, and it was kind of like a rematch against a boss that I already fought. Definitely had different moves up its sleeve, but you know, it doesn't pop, not like this. This is cool. Wow, Bowser's memory banks. It's surprisingly neat and tidy. It's just like the Bing Bong movie. Don't say that! Hi. We'd like the combination to Bowser's safe, please. Virus alert, virus alert, virus alert.
Virus equals very yes.
Database has been breached by virus of likely malicious origin. Data backup complete. Launch repulsion program. Repel virus. Repel virus. My life is like a video game.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
All while I'm in Bowser's memory bank. Baby glitch detected. God damn it. So it begins. Bowser, memory M and L. Well, these are the bosses that I said were super memorable. I guess we're leading with these? Maybe this place just doesn't have puzzles. And is only the boss is what you do here? Which would be fine by me. Skip to the good shit, right? Oh, it gets a star? Whoa! That's funny. I like that. It's like Dark Link, but awesome. I say we kill Mario first. I hate that guy. Look at these numbers. Look at this damage. For who? For Luigi? Luigi for Mario. But Mario also attacks Mario. Yeah, Luigi's like looking the other way. He so doesn't care right now. He's busy thinking about something else. Wow, there's so much yaoi in here in Bowser's head. What the? Hey! Oh, when the coin appears, that's how you know. That's how you know. Yeah, this is what the 1-Up Deluxes are for. I'm sorry, what? Oh, Mario isn't dead. For some reason, I thought he was. This might be a good time for... Where's my stylus? For number 1 for tapping this. Hello? Oh, I always forget I gotta cancel out. I'll lead with that, and then I'll pile on the nuts. Good. I hated this boss when I was a kid. It was one of the bosses I was stuck on, and it took me weeks to beat it. I want to say this was also true for me, that I was like stuck on it for a really long time, but I also like respected what it was doing. Like, it was definitely a me problem. See, you gotta like wait until it gets like right there. You only jump at the last moment. Okay, this isn't so bad though. Back to business, right? Back to business. So guys, Knowing of me what you know of me, do you think my brain is tidier or neater than Bowser's? Like, what would happen if Mario and Luigi went there? Stop that! Oh, that's cute. That's a cute, like, alternate version of that attack. I like that. Like, all the attacks are funny. They're challenging, but they're funny. The worm wasn't funny. All the worm does is shit. It just fucking tips over. Griffin will watch out. They have retry clocks. Oh, no. I can't believe I used 2 for the fucking train battle of all things. But if this is the thing that I thought was actually going to be hard and now I'm already like halfway there, then I'm already making savings with a lack of retry clocks for Luigi. It is hilarious that like this has instantly become like the one bros move I ever use anymore. Like, there's such a variety. I'm like, I like this one. The cost to damage ratio is simply... Oh, no! Uh-oh. That's cute. It's not over. They literally do have retry clocks! Shit, man, I guess. Yeah, go for Luigi. Oh, well, not like that. Can someone unconcuss him already? Thank you. I'll have Luigi use a Bros attack because of the cheaper HP cost. Or SP even. And then Mario can use like an Ultra. If we have any Ultra Shrooms? I don't know if we have a lot, but if there's ever been a situation that's called for one, I think now's a good time. This is good looking damage too. Yeah, get back down on the floor. No, stop! At least you waited the first time, right? Okay, good. Ultra... No, it's only super and then it jumps to max. I don't want to use the max mushroom. That's too much. I think if I use this and then follow up with the badge thing that I'll have very soon, then it won't even be a problem. Look at this. Yeah. Luigi, you do your thing. What if I could divide my attention. If I kill Luigi and Mario on the same turn, then there's nothing they can do. So we'll get Luigi to be like closer to dead, because the good news about the 1-ups that they're using is that it's not like a half-seas thing, like ours are. Bowser forgot how 1-ups work, and these are how they work in his head. He ran away? What a coward! Well, okay, that solves my problem. And he's never coming back! Why did I press B? Well, never mind my strategy. Mario's just gonna die and Luigi's gone. Easy. Bitch. Oh! What was that for? I guess it's just a thing he can do for it. Bro, Luigi used dig. Wow. That was really not a good bros attack, but 194 is extreme. I'm satisfied with that, man. Yes! Hey, tell you what, let me use one of these while I'm at it before I do anything else. Whew. Uh-oh, but all I have is green shell. It's gotta be green shell. All or nothing. It comes back to the all-time classic, the green shell. Yeah, let's kick him to death. He, like, backs away. Oh, so I guess that tells you, like, that this is how close he is to fleeing, so you gotta, like, plan your attacks accordingly. Also, I do have one more turn, so we're fine. If that doesn't do it, then this will. This is looking good. Lots of jumping going on here. I've always wanted to do this. Yes! Wow! Didn't have to retry that even a little bit.
I got this.
This is good stuff. I'm very excited about this. I think that even though a straight mirror match where they had the same moves as you would have been cool, I do appreciate this because it's Bowser's memory. Their moves are based on things from all the Mario games. Yeah. The little ways in which what they're doing is not what the Mario Bros are doing is like, that incongruency makes the player ask a question, right? It's like, oh, well, why is that? And the answer is cute. What the? Affirmative. Correct. I manage the memory banks in this facility. I have failed to repel you from the area. But that is no problem. I have switched to a temporary observation protocol instead. Read-only mode. Affirmative. Correct. Why did you take that shape? Affirmative. Correct. I have taken on the form likely to aid communication with you. It is based on the host's most carefully preserved memory. Oh, well, that's the answer of what's in my head, then. Yeah, so, we really need to know the combination to Bowser's safe. Affirmative. The safe? Affirmative. Correct. The safe combination. Danger avoidance protocols have unilateral failure. Affirmative. Correct. Failure? What's that mean? Are you saying that it's safe to turn off the screen now? The Keaton Minecraft skin. Hold on. Hold on, this has got to exist already, right? I don't play Minecraft. Fire Emblem Keaton Minecraft skin. You know, just thinking, oh my god. I am proud to, happy Key Week, everybody. There is a top result for this. Let me like open the link in minecraftskins.com. I want to like credit this if I can. The Skin Dexed. This is uploaded by Wolf Jaden. And then I will put the image here. This is crazy. It's weird to only see it from the front too, cause like, bro, where are your ears? There it is. Look at this. Right? Like he just looks like he has white hair. Where's his like flowing mane? I guess he kind of has like a tail there, but see, this is what I do is I make the black shade of his fur like a little bit different than the vest so it doesn't blend in like this. But the leg straps are intact. The ass is intact. I just wish I could see what the sides were, like a 3D thing that I could rotate like a Roblox character. And that's why Minecraft will never be as good. What if I just like put this here? And then I went into properties. Or I'm sorry, if I went into filters. And then I did this. And then I did like this. Like he's there, but you can just barely see him. He can hang out there for the rest of the stream. Finally, you can stream Minecraft. How many times do I have to communicate this? I don't want to be Keaton. I want to be Corn and get rod by Keaton. There's a serious difference. You think I have the titties to pull? If I wanted to be Keaton, I would be the hugest streamer the world has ever seen. Negative. Incorrect. The combination is here. Whoa. Aww. Neat. It's the same fucking picture of Peach that all the Toads have hanging in their houses. Affirmative. Correct. This is the combination. Oh my god. Could this possibly be the shattered memory of the safe combination? Affirmative. Correct. There was large-scale trauma. This memory was broken. Affirmative. Correct. It must have been when the Fawful Express rammed him. Let's not phrase it like that. No wonder he can't remember that combination. So how do we get it back? Stylus, affirmative, correct. Touch pieces. I'm actually literally so excited for this. While touching the pieces, move them over the panel. Yup, I got it. Don't spoil it! Got it. Oh, you could rotate the pieces. Yeah, dude, I'm so in the mood for this, like actually. Oh, now I have to tell it that I know how to do this. Like, right? Okay. It just waited a really long time to allow me to press A. Face the proper direction. Yes. Fix that broken memory as fast as you can. There better not be a timer here. No, Griffin, you misunderstand. You can download one of the horny mods for Minecraft and then make the skin key. What do you mean, the horny mods for Minecraft? Don't finish. Don't answer that. No, it's not timed. This is super relaxing. This is, dare I say, just what I needed. La la. Yeah, there's like gradients and stuff going on here. Guys, I'm good at puzzles. This is what I'm telling you guys. We were like discussing how come there's no, what's the word? How come there's no, I don't know. Welcome to my brain. What am I trying to say? We discussed how come there's no honey pot for gay people. See, this is something that isn't in my brain. We were only talking about that a couple of days ago because Itz was the one to bring it up. But, yeah, let's find more corner pieces. This is kind of like that. You solve the puzzle and then you get pictures. But it's, like, enjoyable. Probably a 9 if I had to guess. Oh, that's maybe how this makes sense. No, I have no idea where this thing goes. I can make it kiss this. Like, these are definitely related. But if this is like a wall piece, then how does that make sense? Right? There's only so many places this could go, and I don't get it. Wait, really? Oh! Oh, like bulges out and around. Okay. Yeah, Griffin, there's mods that make the bats moan yowie noises so you won't be scared. That's not the issue, dude. It's not the issue. Well, that means I have a place for this now. Yay! That conversation made me skim a honeypot playthrough for reference, and it's actually so bad. I know! I've never seen... Like, there really hasn't been anything I've seen that's, like, that bad since, you know? It kind of really just, like, set the tone. Like, even if you tried to be that bad, I don't think you could. Because, man, even when I was, like, a shitty little, like, preteen or whenever that came out, and I would watch Let's Players do videos on it, because, whoa, wouldn't it be really funny if we played it? And just generally speaking, a lot of the stuff on the internet was like... When... The broader internet culture is... It's more offensive, but it's also, like, more pervasive, so it kind of skews your sense of, like, what you think of as normal, right? So even someone like me, who was around back then, you know, even I looked at Honeypot, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I feel like an awful person just, like, looking at this. People enjoy this, but also maybe that was the first indication that I had that I was gay. I don't know. Guys, I literally want to play puzzles so bad right now. I feel so relaxed. I genuinely feel like so normal right now. You did it! Incredible! 989888241-983. That's the safe combination. Why is that almost a phone number? Wow, when I said the puzzles, I guess I literally meant the puzzles. Affirmative. Correct. Can we play Snoopy's puzzle? No! Memory has been restored. Correct. Hey, I found your memory of the combination.
Wow, really?
Get that out of here.
Solid work, Chippy! Give me that combo!
Please?
No!
It's as easy as that? You can, like, put things in his head? What if you just, like, made up something and then put it in there? How can Bowser remember this long of a combination? I can't remember more than 4. I'm trying to think of, like, long sequences of numbers, like the longest. I don't even know my pi very well. I think 3.14596 is the furthest that I can do. I think there's like a 596 in there somewhere, but I don't know if it's like directly after the 3.14. That's called gaslighting. I couldn't get over how bad some of the dialogue was. It's wild that someone wrote a VN adjacent game that would be better dropping the novel and just existing as an image gallery. Honestly, like, it's so just unpleasant to have to sit through. I also went and looked at popular reviews and reception, and just no one mentioned that stuff. Well, I have to imagine the audience for Honey Pop isn't like the cream of the crop of the respecting woman crowd. I think these are just like if there was a Venn diagram between people who play Honey Pop and women respecters, it'd be like there's a straight line down the middle, like 80 miles apart, you know? There's not very much overlap there.
That's, yeah, that's it! Now I remember!
Punch it.
9898 doop-doo-doo. 88241 Bowseroo 983 whoop-de-woo.
That's really cute. Oh, but there it is. Wow, I'm already 2/3 of the way to Peach's Castle, and we started this quest like last night.
Oh, can you feel that? The second is mine!
King Bowser, there's something else inside that safe.
What?
They just like push him in and close the door.
Where?
Oh my god, wait, no! Don't wait, no! 1, 2, 3! What the fuck?
Ow! Hey, minions, what are you doing? Let me out of here! Open this door!
The age of Bowser is over! I am so trolled right now. I didn't see this coming. What do you mean deserved? These guys were my buddies! Now is totally the age of Fawful. Definitely. Lord Fawful will reward us well for this noble axeman. Can you say extra rations? Victory!
Stupid minions! You idiots fell off
Fell awful fawful. You iffle, pfeffle, uffle, fawfles, cuffle, at suffle, puffle, huffle?
This is mutiny!
Yeah, I guess. So, we gotta toss this thing somewhere, right? Yeah, how about the bottom of a river? But where? Where? Ah, there perhaps? Wait a second. The bridge. They're looking at the bridge. Oh my god. The walls just start like closing in.
Hey, you lousy minions, where are you taking me? You traitors, let me out! Ow! Hey, hey! Someone answer me!
It sounds like they tossed the safe somewhere.
Hey, Chippy!
Make me giant again! Then I'll bust out of here! Unless you get in mortal danger, I can't do it! For now, you just need to sit tight and act like an adult.
Crud!
Anyway, what about that star cure? Did you get it?
What? This? This stupid thing is the reason I'm in this fix!
Bowser, why? Look, Bowser swallowed something. this has nothing to do with Snoopy's puzzle. That actually looks scary, being locked in a closed space like that. I was a little worried that because I predicted them pushing Bowser in, I was also about to predict, ew, it's like covered in saliva. That I was also gonna wind up predicting Bowser getting thrown in the river. And if it like started slowly filling up, it would be scary to me, but as long as like Bowser has like a safe supply of oxygen, I'd be so chill like this. Hey, look! Isn't that the Star Cure?
Yahoo!
Yuck, yuck-hoo. It's a little sticky and gross from Bowser eating it. Wash it really well later. I feel bad for Bowser, but we should head back outside. We can't do anything in here. One more Star Cure left. Maybe Dr. Totally knows where the third stage is. Let's get back to Toad Town. Finally, someone's speaking my language. Let him rot. No, but I wouldn't mind it, though. Let me check the pause screen. How are my items looking? Do I want to stop for any of this? I could use some syrup after that boss fight for sure. And some baby mushrooms. Oh, I definitely need some baby mushrooms, though. Take a look at this. Yeah, we're going to Toad Square. Lay it on me. I guess yeah, now that I'm Shine Rank, there is definitely other stuff to do in Toad Town. Oh, there are Ultra Mushrooms now. Cool. I mean, if I can get 40 for 200, why not get like another 40, like literally? I'll get like 20. 20 is like the number where I'll actually like feel okay dipping into the stock. It's like drastic emergencies. Wait, 5 max shrooms is just 300 coins? Shit, man, that's not bad. So I have 30 of these, and then I'm gonna get 40 of these. And these are good mushroom numbers. Gee, I don't know though. I still get a feeling like I'm gonna burn through it anyways. Some ultra syrup maybe. These are a little pricier. It's a little steeper. And max syrup. Oh yeah, I definitely need more of these. I went through, just in like the last 2 dungeons, my entire supply. I considered 10 like a dangerously low number. Can use some more nuts. Couldn't we all? Oh, it seems to have occurred to me that I actually blew all of my money. Ooh, but if I scratch a scratch card, high risk, high reward. I say absolute upper top left. Ooh! 20% off. Look at this, and then I get this back. Cool. I do have some useless gear I can sell. What's up with this? Because aren't some of these like useless and the only thing they're good for is selling? Collectible. Useless but worth lots of coins. Oh, only 250? I guess. Collectible. Yeah, here. I got... You want to buy Bowser's teeth off of me? That should leave a little bit left over for gear. A little bit. And now Mario and Luigi will never have a thought in the world. We'll never think about going back here again. Bowser who? It's a name I'm not familiar with. I guess this is technically Toad Town. No, this is the first pipe I came out of. I think the yellow pipe takes me into like the town core. Yeah. Little less backtracking involved that way. Oh, hello, welcome back. See, I'm gonna save before going in this hospital. I've learned my lesson. Oh yeah, there was like some missing treasure. I'm okay though. Something about Plaque Beach. There's been so many places where it's like, oh yeah, go back with Mario and Luigi and jump around here. I'm pretty okay just focusing on the story. It's emerging. Will it emerge? Probably. Is this the good timing? It is. For you seek wisdom about the 3 sages, and I have it.
Like, if I was under-leveled or something and I needed to do the grinding... Uh-oh, wait a second. I guess I am going to Black Beach, literally right now. Ocean, sandy beach, cliff. Is one of the 3 sages in this scenery? Indeed, he is. The ocean. Black Beach! Yes, indeed. Near the ocean, but in a very high place. Okay, well, actually, I know exactly where to go. Does this sage dwell on high where the air is thin? He does. I'm sure we'll deal with it. Let's get a move on, guys. Was I talking? I was. Now, as a doctor, I can't recommend thin air travel. Oh, yeah, right, you're a doctor. Now, I can permit thin air travel provided you pass a brief examination. They're gonna make Luigi blow into the microphone, and if he can't get an excellent, it's over. This way. Or maybe it's going to involve a bicycle pump and I'm going to scream. Does this machine measure inhalation and exhalation levels? There can be no doubt it does. Now then, Mario, step over here. Okay, inhale gently. Are you ready? What the fuck? Oh my god, literally! Oh, thank god. Imagine I fail the Mario breathalyzer test and I'm locked out of the rest of the game. Do you have incredible lung control? You certainly do. You should have no trouble staying alert at high altitudes. Now then, Luigi is next. Step over here, please. Oh, watch this, watch this. This poor son of a bitch. Okay, inhale gently. Are you ready? Man, fuck you! Again? I can't do it. I can't, guys, I can't do it. Not good. One more time. This is like cruel. This is a cruel bit. Oh! Whoa! Hey, now we're talking. Okay. I thought there was gonna be like a side quest where you have to like get Luigi better lungs, but it was just silly. Doctor, code red! The air vents are going haywire! Luigi's got the strongest lungs of all. Ah, my breath inspector's exhaust pipe funnels into the ew! The ventilation system! This is a hospital! This machine's malfunction blew out the whole air grid. Anyway, will Luigi have any high altitude problems? No. If anything, his exhalation power is way too strong. Should you two head for Black Beach? You should. And should I fix this infernal machine? I probably should. Consulting the local mushroom wizard who tells me my lung capacity is fine and COVID isn't real. Hey, is it normal for like lung capacity to like not be as good as it used to be over the years? Because there was a time when I got really sick, but I took a COVID test and I wasn't positive, but I feel like I don't breathe as good. Not like in like a worrying way, but it's like, just like slightly. So maybe this Mario and Luigi, this is a pre-COVID game. There was no worry that people were like at risk like they are now. They had to change it for the remake. Birdly, calm yourself. Come down from there. It's just air. You don't need to get so worked up about it. FYI, FYI. Birdly fed up. Birdly go home. Birdly on strike. Birdly overworked. Oh my god, it is a 2020 hospital. Oh, Mario and Luigi, can you catch Birdly? Don't let him go on strike. Don't let him get away. Oh, that's what these are. Ah! What are you doing? Good gracious, you ballooned. Why did I say anything about a bicycle pump? Look at that vertical leap. Why is this worse to me than water? But how do we reverse your condition? Huh. This has been like a very air-themed stream. This is not a wonderful find. All right, let's do it again. gonna pop Mario wide open. Like land on it. Maybe just jump now? There we go. Hi, Birdly. Your balloon condition is fascinating. No doubt it will help you reach great heights. If you find any air vents in your travels, I recommend using them to balloon up. I believe your next destination is Plaque Beach, correct? If that's the case, then go south from Blubble Lake. Good luck gathering those star cures, you two. FYI, FYI! Birdly, you little scamp. What now? Come here, you. Overalls warm, Birdly comfy, Birdly nesting. Looks like you have a tenant, but he can't help. Birdly, you help show Mario the way, okay? Birdly got it. Birdly guides. This is the best character in the game. Sorry, Mario. Take care of our Birdly, okay? And tell him he's not welcome here. Oh, these are for attack pieces. Shuffling puzzle. Okay, so there's like optional stuff if I want it, and I don't. I completely forgot about this move. Yeah, I saw that like there were pipes, and they definitely looked like something that you could like suck on, but I thought it was gonna be for water. Cause you know, that's something they've done before, and I've become like desensitized? Not to this. If you stop exercising or become less active for a period of time, your lung capacity and general cardiovascular health will deteriorate. That said, cardio training can also help improve it. It's really common after graduating school, if you don't do sports or keep physical hobbies, to become much less active and for health to decline. Yippee! I love getting old! I think I go south from here? I don't know if I have like a good shortcut to Toad Town. With the Bowser warps, maybe, but otherwise, I don't know. FYI! Will you quickly find the third star cure? You must. Plaque Beach is south! I'll do it. I'll do it. That second one didn't take much time, so maybe this one won't either. This is way too soon to stop. I don't even want to think about it. So beach is... But I guess I can jump here too now, so there's a lot of stuff that like I would have been locked out from. Oh no, but this isn't the beach yet. This is a lake. It is a body of water, but it's not the body of water. Oh god, I do not want to fight these guys as the brothers. I mean, props, because I bet they're going to have like all these overworld enemies are going to have like different movesets depending on like who you're playing as, which on its own is cool. But I don't need it. Oh, more of these. Call the state of my lungs the state of Mario and Luigi's experience, because it is underutilized and it is weaker. Something like this. Oh, wait a second. I get it. I get it. Hold on. I bet if I knock that into the water, it's like a platform. Oh, but how do I get up here to begin with? And if you leave the room, you lose it, right? Oh, but you have to jump to leave anyways. Okay, so... this is... I'm gonna change this. And this isn't really useful to me that way. Maybe I can, like, whack the tree. Or just do this, maybe? My theory was correct. It doesn't have to happen with getting old. You just need to set aside time to address it. I already bike to work every day! Is that not enough? A lot of office jobs where you work for them, at least in the US, will advertise a concept where you find time to do cardio exercise for at least 30 minutes a day. They of course won't do anything to actually help you make time for that, but you know, the idea is there. Oh yeah, one of those things where they can like advertise to prospective workers that they have a wellness program. But then it's like in those colleges where they hear that mental health among students is an issue, you know, because they're in debt that they're never going to pay off. And living as a young person in like, you're just like destined to fail, you know? That actually all that college students need is like a $10 closet made of plywood to cry in, and that counts as doing something about the problem that they are like causing. It depends on your bike path and pace. Well, if I tell you my exact route that I take to work, does that help? I don't know, depending on how much of a mood I'm in, like, it can be anywhere between like 10 and 20 minutes. To use a deliberately generous span of time. My first bean. My special bean. My secret stone. Yeah, look at all these new rooms I can do now. It's miraculous. Alright, well, just one battle will be okay. Not if I'm afraid. Not if I'm a scaredy cat. Mawful Mole? See, no, that's a good name. Right, because Bowser can't jump. But I know who can. I know who can breathe. Cool. I was worried that landing on it was still gonna be damaged, but I like when you can just, like, you know, kick things out of the way. Yeah, okay, rematches against these guys aren't so bad. I've still got it. The unfortunate problem is that aren't these guys' HP still going to be balanced as if you were fighting Bowser? Bowser can do like twice the damage. But I guess if I combine the turns of Mario and Luigi jumping, then that's like equal to one Bowser? I guess it adds up. Ooh, yes! Light/moderate activity is good for your health, and that's what most commuter biking is, but it doesn't fully replace vigorous or higher intensity exercise. Then what's the point?
Let's go! Okie dokie.
It is a very good thing that I did not read that cue correctly whatsoever. A flopper! I've got the biggest smile on my face right now. I love the flopper. Wait, the names stopped sucking? It was really only the one guy, but then it's so much weirder that that's the case. Okay, so when they have the aviator goggles, that's how you know they're gonna go high. What the? Knock that off. I just can't believe that the Fawful Ant, or whatever it was, they really dropped the ball so hard, and only the once. Even just adding 10 minutes of vigorous exercise to your daily routine can dramatically improve your health. Oh, that's right, no goggles. You know, it's a real shame. I do literally have, one of the features of the Apple Watch with its activity tracking is, there's different, kinds of daily goals. You know, I fulfilled my standering earlier today. I've been doing a lot of that. I'm on my feet more often than I usually am ever since I started working. And that's, like, fine. But it's able to distinguish between, like, more intense exercise and just, like, you know, like, burning a calorie, just doing ordinary shit.
And they're like separate types of exercise that you need to fulfill separately. And that is still the way it is these days. And I think it is good to distinguish and it feels good. And literally, even in spite of... I usually only talk about these fitness features in terms of the FOMO sense, because it's like, oh, I want to, like, keep a streak going, you know? And then when I lose the streak, it feels awful. But, Mario! I gotta use that damn badge thing. The battery of this Apple Watch Series 2, they're on, like, Series 8 right now, I think. If I do a workout, or I've learned ever since like yesterday, if I try to take a phone call on the watch, then it just like shuts off. Like it is not able to serve the power consumption needs of tasks like this. But I don't want to get a new one because every fucking year, the Apple rumor websites keep saying that the glucose Apple Watch, the glucose monitoring Apple Watch is right around the corner. I'm like, oh shit, well that's like the significant one. I'll wait for that. It's always like 1 year around the corner. But I don't know, they kept saying that the VR headset, or the Apple Vision Pro, was around the corner, and then it actually came. So these things will pay off. I would rather wait with an Apple Watch that is only good enough for notifications and get the new one that I've got my eye on the ball on, rather than get an Apple Watch and then another Apple Watch. I wouldn't want to be a fool after all. Just replace the battery. Smile. Yeah, I don't know if that shit's gonna even, like, I was thinking honestly of like maybe going to an Apple store and at least like asking about it, because they'll do iPhone swaps now, for like a similar reason. If the battery is like not providing the full power that the device needs. And those are about as glued as Apple Watches are, right? The problem is that it's just like such an old generation one that I don't know if that'll work, but I think it's worth like asking about.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
If I happen to be in a place that has an Apple store. So what are you guys? You're all? No, I need a name. Who are you? Sock Op! Aww! Aww! It worked on my iPhone battery a few years back. Well, the iPhone batteries, they've gotten much better about that. I think it's for a couple of things where you can actually, like, do DIY repairs now. Where you can just, like, ew, get out of there! Luigi! Don't hop in the sock op, or you'll get the sock slop. Oh, shit, well, that's what makes this so dangerous then, is you, ew! Is that you don't want to land on them. This is a cool, like, inversion of how counterattacks usually work. Interesting. But yeah, you can, like, order iPhone screens and batteries, like, directly from Apple, and it's like, oh yeah, here's like, how you do it. And you just do it yourself. And I think they also do this for like, Macs and iPads, like, a couple of different, of, like, the most commonly used products. I don't think Apple Watch is in that self-repair list yet. Or if it will ever be. Because it's just like a small device, too. I feel like it's, like, easier to break. I don't know. I see what iFixit is up to every now and again. And as far as I can tell... Oh, wait a second. Whenever they open up a new Apple Watch to see what's inside, there's always, like a very high risk of just, like, actually breaking it. Hello? Oh, wait, if I look at the bottom screen, there's like a map. Right? Oh, no, I don't think it's, like, at all related to the shape of this thing on the wall. I don't know what that's for.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
No, Jackie, as a matter of fact, you should not call her. Ever. Ooh! One-shotting these guys? This is up my alley. Oh, dying is up my alley. Mario needs it more. I think Mario dies more than Luigi does. Oh my god. Like, have you noticed this?
What in the?
Luigi!
Fine, I'll text her. Oh my god. No, that's not what I meant. I don't have a good feeling about this, guys. I don't think this is gonna end well. But I do have 25 super nuts. Just one. This one battle couldn't hurt, right? Especially because now I know there's like a tempo to it. It's coming back to me. It also goes a long way if one guy like only attacks you with coins. What in the? Oh. Okay, well I can't really suck it. Great, very good. Why not? Okay, goodbye. Oh, wait a second. No, these aren't even worth any experience. What's the point? Oh, the point is to go into new unexplored areas with new bros items. Hello? Dimblewood attack pieces. There's 9 left here. How big is this place? This is quite a lot to explore, but it's on the way to the beach. I do need to like be going south through here anyways. So I guess it's worth my time.
Let's go!
I didn't know there was a guy down there. Oh man, I don't know about this. Okay, so this is the reason you would want to use the Yoo-hoo cannon over the jump helmet. First of all, it does attack a group. For some reason I thought it didn't, that it was only singular. But it's like horizontal instead of vertical. Okay, this is like the easiest combination it could possibly be. Cool. Good numbers. Oh yeah, this is worth it. I would much rather do that than the normal bros attacks. These guys freak me out. And they're worth experience. Alright, Mario, you need to live. Oh! Not like that, you're gonna live. Not on my watch. Luigi, where is your strength? I seek power from you, and I'm not getting it. Yeah, also, I just, like, really need to, do this. And it really bothered me. Oh, okay, I thought this was gonna be a whole thing. It's just mine. Then what is the point of the walls? The maps make such a big deal. Wait a second. Can you drill up a wall? No, you can't. Well, it'd be cool if you could. Whatever. What a load of bullshit. Is this beans? This little dot? No, it's unrelated. It's not even a special bean. Oh wait, I gotta see if this like connects to the left half. It eventually could? I guess I'll go this way for the sake of more bros blocks, and then I can turn around again after that. Yeah, there's just like X-shaped dimples all over here. It's almost like this place is called Dimplewood. I guess it's worth doing. Oh, look at this, you can just like sneak on through. Wow. Bowser could never. Nope, no thank you. Not interested. I hate treasure! Oh yeah, that's right, the Wigglers. Aww. The little code that I entered. It feels like a lifetime ago, the beginning of this playthrough, but everything has taken place in the course of 1 week.
Let's go. Okie dokie.
Oh my god. Look, whoa! Wait, these guys are really funny. Scutlet! They're like, what the boss bug turned into. What in the... Ow!
Mario.
I thought I read it correctly, I guess not. I can fuck with these guys. They're like, they're horrible, but they're cute. A little bit like the tenderloins, or whatever those were. What?
Mamma mia.
Oh my god. These guys have got some weird patterns. Some weird patterns. I'm thinking this might call for another bros move. I'm gonna drain that badge gauge and then I'm gonna, okay, oh god. Okay, so they're not doing fake outs. This isn't like one truth and 2 lies. Every single arrow that points to a brother is the truth. It's explaining a sequence that's going to happen. That makes sense. Oh, gotta cancel. There we go. And I'll have Luigi just do this. It's like, what, 3 jumps per guy? I can swing that. Oh, just every Luigi first. Okay. You got it. Say no more. Whoa. These guys are little tricksters. Are you seeing this shit? I did nothing but get bamboozled by these assholes. Scutlets, I thought we were chill. What changed? Call me changed chomp the way I'm a fucking traitor. I guess I have to go back down this way. For both routes into the wild unknown, so it doesn't matter. As long as I avoid the battles, though, it's all good. Listen, there's been enough ne'er-do-wells sinking their chompers into Luigi's ass as of late. We don't need to add to the growing list. Here's what I'll tell you has changed my mind, is that there's a save block over here. And I like those. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll make it to Plaque Beach by the end of the night, but I don't think that's the 3rd stage is happening. It was an ambitious and lofty goal, but I don't know. I like filling in the map. It's a thing that satisfies me to do. What can I say? But maybe I'll save the excuses for after I've decided I like the bros move, because it could turn out that the bros move is bullshit, in which case I hate that I did any of this. But it could be the awesome pipe, and I can't leave the awesome pipe on the table. Ever. Ever. Oh my goodness. At least they go down in 1 turn. I don't know though. I saw It's making some smiley faces earlier. I'm worried that like they know for a fact that it's the bros move that I asked about earlier. Which is to say it's not going to be one that I like. It's a pretty good one. I'll accept the ambiguity. If I got a straight up answer, and it was something that I wouldn't want, then I would just have like a forever unfulfilled list of bros actions. I'm all or nothing with these things. Give me a full collection or give me nothing, but if something's incomplete, I've got to like finish the set. That's how it is with me. Okay, so what are you? Explain your ways to me. There's probably stuff over here. Oh, okay. That's your ways. Cool puzzle. Man, I just want to do that jigsaw again. Can we crash a second train into Bowser so he forgets more things? Oh, also, as it turns out, that this big green unexplored mass is not continuous. So I have to go both ways, either way. This is so cruel. This is so cruel. Look at this. Look what they're making me do. Whoa! Less look at what they're making me do and more look at what I can do. Yes. Thank you, Wiggler. I'll always remember you. And your giant carrots. That is not a sexual euphemism. Or is it? Oh, and the enemies stay gone. Aw, how wonderful. Let's see, maybe there's a shortcut up here. How interesting. Nice. Ooh. That's some good coinage. Yeah, there's been so many of these grates that I've been seeing all over. There's like stuff that looks like this in Bowser's Castle of all places. Plaque Beach or not though, it's a long walk from here, so I still don't see myself actually going back there. But it's interesting to think that you can, and there's like meaningful stuff to do there. Okay, so now I go this way. And now the trees are back. Okay, so if I go around and like, if I go counterclockwise, then I should get the entrance that I want for the rest of the Bros attack pieces. Man, there used to be such a harmony between Bros moves being BP. I'm not big on this SP stuff. I consider it a severe failure, and that's why they call it SP, because it severely plows. Smells like yummies in here. Ooh, it smells like a shortcut, actually. Take me to the gut. Wait, so what's this black pipe then? You can like unlock pairs at a time? Oh, shit. I'm just here now? I was talking about this. Hypothetically, not literally right now going here. Oh, man. That code room, though. It's just one thing to go do, I mean, right? And there's that green pipe right nearby. There's not gonna be a whole thing of Bros pieces to do. I think there's gonna be like one really cool thing to do here. And then you do it and you go home. Oh, but wait a second, if they don't recognize Bowser, then they also don't recognize the brothers. What a cruel twist of fate, and now I can go here for whatever reason. Oh my god, I go here right away! Even more worth doing. There's not even like a huge, like, backtracking sequence. Mario! This room, there's something here. How do I know? Call it Star Sprite sense. Something's just not right. Circle, triangle, square. Green? Those sure are some giant buttons, huh? You think the door and back opens up when we press those things? Maybe we missed some hints about this room in the castle or something. Mario, I think we ought to look around more and come back. This preservation chamber? I don't know. What exactly are they preserving in there? Oh, what if it's like a shroob? And speaking of, I saw a bunch of odd notes scattered around in the castle underground. You think maybe those have something to do with this? Yeah, gotta be. I'm solving this riddle by gum. In the name of Lord Fawful. Yeah, but what if I just... Like, this is pretty easy to brute force, right? I forgot if I tried that one already. Hold on! Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. The point being, if it's a 3-key entry, then I've already done everything that can start with circles. Then I do triangle, circle, square, and then I do triangle, square, circle, and then I've already done like 2/3 of all the combinations that can be done. It has the capability to enter a shape more than once, so you can't brute force it. Well, yeah, the capability, but is it used is the question. You know, if it can be done, I want to rule it out. I can send the code if you don't want it back. I can use a code. Yeah, let's send the code. Yeah, okay, the code isn't 3 inputs long. I don't think there's anything else it's worth getting the bros jumping for. Actually, there's a couple of platforms. There's a couple of platforms over here with blocks on it. Oh my god, you already have the code. I was just gonna, like, burn time. It says here, like, lightning. Number 1 square, hit it 2 times. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, yeah, I was not cracking this. Circle, hit it once. Triangle, hit it 3 times. And then hit the button on the door. Oh, like how many sides each shape has. Like, because a square famously has 2. It opened! Listen, Mario, I don't know what's in there, but I get a really bad feeling about it. I think maybe you should just fully restore your HP and SP. Just in case, you know? Guys, where's the nearest save point from that pipe? It was like blue in the theater. It's not that many rooms away. If I'm getting a warning that there literally is like an extra boss that I can do, that's awesome! And it's definitely worth doing. I cannot use more than 2 retry clocks in one stream. That's like a sin. Yeah, look at this. This isn't a big deal. And now I can catch the show. And I'll heal up fully before doing this as well. I mean, it's not that bad. It's pretty close to full. SP is kind of hurting, though. Alright, brothers, looking good. Let's save. Let's see what dwells within the depths of the preservation chamber. Yeah, I was gonna take that green pipe up north. This is way, way better. Why doesn't Bowser do this? What an idiot. Is he stupid or something? That's why they put him in the safe. I can't believe this is their solution to jumping to high places. I thought I was gonna get the Superstar Saga Mega Jump back, and that was gonna be cool. Wait, what is that? I can't see what's in the ice. Oh, it is a shroob! Wow, good guess! Oh, this is fucked! I don't think I ever found this in my original playthrough! What are they? Oh, they know. They know! What? What's wrong? I literally thought the shroob in the theater was like the only Easter egg related to this. What's with you? Just explains the entire plot of the last game. Those are aliens that once invaded the Mushroom Kingdom? Yeah, tell them about how Toadbert got his energy life sucked out of him by a tree and he died. You defeated them when you were babies? Why are they here? Bowser must have grabbed some of the survivors and cryogenically frozen them. As always, his hobbies are pretty much pure evil. Oh, this is great. I miss these guys' silly noises. And they do the twirl before they shoot you. Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. They're normal enemies, how hard could they be? This guy in the back making the silly face. Oh my god, it's a one-shot kill?
Mamma mia.
Okay, but they're like... But they're babies though, right? These are the shroob equivalent of Goombas. So as long as I can survive one attack phase, then just like jumping on them should like instantly kill them, no? Griffin gets shot, the end. Wait, where did I go? This is not the theater anymore. Oh, it's over here to the right. I was looking for like a brighter blue pipe. It's a very dull tone on the map. Like, I don't mind this walk back. The cutscene isn't that bad. Whoops. Does this all day. I can't just have found this place and then do nothing afterwards. I gotta give it a little more oomph than that. With purpose this time. What's the point of telling me to fully restore my stats if I just get one-shotted no matter what the numbers actually are? Right? Like if I came in here Cacletta style with one of everything, like 1%, then the outcome would be the same. I guess maybe not though. Because maybe like one brother could die and then the other like lives, maybe? I don't know.
Mamma mia! Peppo con se sta cotorapota con apposto che sa ora par grato. E tutte le cotorata ton simparakete.
That's not true. Bowser's hobby is jigsaw puzzles and he loves them.
Let's go!
Yeah, why don't we ask him about this afterwards? Whoa, okay. We got one survivor though. The turn is mine. So here's what I think I should do. I'm sorry, items are disabled? No, they aren't. Can you imagine? It's better to restore Luigi and have him do his one move rather than doing Mario's one move and then having him carry the burden of lifting his brother throughout the next phase of attacks. That's what I think. And just in case, I'll use Bro's moves so I can demolish them. I don't want to take any risks here. Not a one. Guys, why aren't they dying? They're still alive? Uh-huh. Oh god, this is it. Fuck! I'm not using that. I'm not touching that clock, man. I'm not. Can't believe I used 2 on the train. And for what? I'm giving it one more go. I want to try to get like both of the brothers to survive that first turn. And then I'll use 2 of those hop stompers. I only used the one that applied to the group under the assumption that they would be like easily one shot. But if these guys have like serious like boss worthy HP pools, then it's a different story. Griffin, why do I hear boss music, not battle music? That's true. Well, I don't know, because they're like rare, right? There aren't really rare battles like this. Why would they be so strong, though? What happened?
Mamma mia! Peppo con se sta cotorapota.
They're mad? Their anger makes them stronger?
E tutte le cotorata ton simparakete.
Maybe they took something from the Vim factory. This is where all that Toadbert sap went. Or no, was Toadbert in Yube? I think Toadbert was in Yube's belly. That was so close. But look at this, both of the brothers have survived. And now you, fuckers, will not. I'm getting the back one first, because the front 2 pair up, which means fewer turns. Good. Uh-oh. I want to do, like, the maximum damage possible here. That's not killing? What do you mean it's not killing? How many of these one-shots do I have to survive? I mean, if these are the only attack patterns that they're capable of, it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh my god. Oh, they can do single attacks anyways if they want. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. I guess Starlo simply said all your stats, not just your health. So she was more like wink wink nudge nudge about the bros moves capabilities, I suppose. Oh yeah, some good dad's gonna do at a time like this. But wait. I can like change what these do in the middle of battle, right? I have other things? No, I don't. I think I might have entertained other things, but I didn't like buy them. I guess I got the bro badge. Yeah, I'll get the bro badge. And then this is what? Okay. This will reset the meter? Oh, may as well. Oh, but that uses your turn. Oh shit, it uses your turn. I thought you could just like do that for whatever reason. Yeah, that was not very prudent. But it's okay. I'm not out of this yet. All I want is to feed Mario a 1-Up Deluxe and have him stomp the shit out of this last guy. Whew. The last one always takes like that little bit extra longer. But this is looking good. Another 2 freebie turns, all for me. I mean, they're not really freebie. What they are is standard, but there's just a lack of a dead brother, which I consider successful. Oh my god, how are you not dead yet? This is harder than the Robo Bros were. The memory holes. Okay, one of them is gone. We are getting somewhere. I hate that he intervenes in the middle of the turn. It's over. Oh! Whew, whew. Yeah, I'm a double or nothing kind of guy. Yeah, I always jump early on the twirlers. Freaks me out. I can feel my controller's like getting sweatier. I pressed B instead of A. This is so bad for me. That I'm this close, that the stakes are getting this high. It's the furthest that I've ever gotten, and I only said I would do it 3 times. Maybe, I think only 3 times only counts if I fucked up the beginning of the battle 3 times, but this is like real progress now. Still not retry clock worthy, but the door is open. That's better. That's the proper response time. It's really just a game of nerves is what it is. These are not difficult attacks, but they do like a really good job of like stressing you out and making the idea of doing simple inputs like somehow the most dangerous thing imaginable, you know? It's an interesting inversion, I'll give them that. It's like a one-hit Goomba or something. Right, like imagine if you like literally did find a room with like the most powerful Goomba in the world. And all you had to do was like jump on him and he's like a normal guy with like 1 attack. But you just can never get hit? It's cool. 2 of them are down. Okay, so it's literally impossible for this guy now to ever kill both bros in the same turn. This is a lock. Eh, it's alright. Still more useful than health. For the time being. See, the other guy is gonna be the real challenge, though. These guys are just the appetizers. Because I see that guy frozen in the back. That's the guy who I actually noticed at the start. Okay. Oh my god. I thought I was like smart now. It wasn't true. They're like, oh, well maybe now that it's like lower stakes, I can just like try to read the patterns and not make both of the brothers jump. Just make both of the brothers jump. You have nothing to prove to anybody. It's not like anybody's watching. Yeah, I think the little action lines that come out of them indicate the opposite brother of who they're going to shoot. Like this. No, I do have things to prove, and the good news is I did prove them. Fuck you. This has got to be it. This has got to be the killer. Clunk. One time on the killer. No. Still alive. This has got to be it. And, you know, I feel lucky coming on. I gotta manifest this. Well, winning is pretty lucky. That's the experience. Shrooba boots? Shrooba-dooba, we're under attack! Whoa! 10 Bowser Castle attack pieces at once? What if this is the pipe? It would be the once and for all verification if I... No, what the hell is this? Magic window. Mario stomps with A, Luigi with B. Both stomp together with A and B. 18 SP? Yeah, I'll watch a demo. I don't think I'm using this anytime soon. Uh-huh. Oh, wait a second. Actually, it's a little bit like copy flowers. And I like copy flowers. That's my shit in Partners in Time. Especially if this doesn't have an ending on it, and you can just use it infinitely and it just gets faster until you fuck up. It's cool because it goes forever until you miss. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. This is a dream come true. Damn, today's a good day for me. So I don't need to fight that other guy still, do I? Whew, that was pretty scary. Alien invasions are no fun. What I can't believe is that you defeated those things as a baby. Only you could do that, Mario. Maybe they got stronger over like the 20 years that occurred. Luigi fought hard as well? So true. It's true. Did you attack them with some ferocious cry? Fuck you, Starlo! You weren't there. Oh my god. What was that for? He's shy! Really? Luigi was the one to defeat them at the end? It kind of was with crying though. Really? Oh wow. I'm sorry, Luigi. You really are super. Yay! Yes! Yes, you're both super. Now let's quit dawdling and get back to work. Yeah, literally what was that for, Starlo? Guys, if the other shroom is on the table, I might be open to it. I'm feeling really good after this. I could go for a victory lap. But there's no fucking way I'm not saving before, like, even doing so much as inspecting. My theory is that you have to go back with Bowser and then, like, breathe fire on it. But I don't know, you have to access the room via either drilling or it's, like, over a stair. So I don't know if Bowser can even reach that chamber. Which again begs the question, why does his castle not have ramps for him? Maybe Bowser doesn't even know about it. This operation it all took place behind his back. And all they have to do to keep it a secret is to put stairs. Fuck Starlo, all my homies hate Starlo. Yeah, I don't know, Bowser wasn't that fond of her a little bit earlier. And, I don't know, she's been, like, not very nice. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that's just there. This is just, like, a wall, so this is nothing. It's just like another cool thing to look at in the background, I guess. Wow! What a day of learning this has been. And now to get my pipe. I just broke a pan pipe. Good stuff. Hey, so why is there inflation pipes inside of Bowser? I guess he ate one, but where's the air coming from, right? Don't think about that too hard. Alright, so I think this is the last thing that I have to check out, yeah? Oh! Ah!
Okie dokie.
What? That got cut off? Yeah, I don't fuck with this. I don't fuck with this. Yoo-hoo cannon. Wait, actually. Could be a good time to break in the magic window. I'm taking it for a spin. If it goes forever, this could be like a one-turn affair. Oh, I like it. This is good. Oh, I pressed B too early. Wow, that really is the Copy Flower successor. No doubt about it. Oh, that's probably a little bit wasted if Luigi hadn't used his thing yet, but that's okay. Because I get 13 instead of 18. This'll finish the job. Oh, I pressed it too. I don't know, I pressed it really weirdly early, like the first time, and I had like no penalty for it, so I thought this was the way it worked. Like if you hold instead of tap, then it's fine. 300 damage! Nobody told me it did that much. I know it was two 30s next to each other, I just wanted to believe in myself. Listen, the only way I get as cracked as I am with Copy Flowers at this is a lot of practice, but I guess there is like a normal practice mode where I don't have to spend all the syrup to make that happen. No, I don't know though. As far as the badge stuff goes, I think I do want to go back to Mario's Mushroom. I never did go to that Toad Shine Shop for the gear. Something to think about. I am still dying like all the time though. So that's like, that was an emergency swap. I don't need to have that be like the new state of things for forever. Whoa! Why is there more than one? See, this is how you avoid ever having to use the bros moves. I don't know, maybe the Yoo-hoo cannon is fine. A little bit of this and a little bit of practice and counterattacking. Dare I say I could learn. Wow, that was actually like, to me, not a very like memorable arrangement. I thought I was gonna flub that one for sure. Aw, these little guys aren't so bad once you get to know them. Once you smash them with a hammer. Nice. Ooh, coins! Oh wow, and every single one of those is a 50? That's hot. Well, okay, I've been everywhere there is to be here, and I still don't have bros blocks, so... Oh, well there is up. Oh, and there is also down here. Well then. And there's also up here. How do you even get there? I don't see what even connects to it. Bizarre. But here's how I see it. Very few bros blocks could be an excellent indication of what is to come. Because what I read that as is they could maybe all be like compressed in one big location. Like it's one of those like volleyball blocks where you're like passing something back and forth and you get like a ton all at once as a big reward. That's what I'm sniffing out. That's what I think. So we gotta go down and then up. I'll do it. Didn't I do it for you? I can't get over this, though. I could go around, perhaps? None of these guys have anything to say about it. Lay off. Oh! Would you look at this? Sneaky stuff. Sloppy stuff. Oh, you're mine now. You're mine now! Look at all these. Look at all these delightful treasures. I got the max nut. I got the coin nut. I fell. I unfell. And? I got a pittance of coins. Oh, could I just have done this the whole time? Whoops. Oh, but only if I entered from like a different spot. Which, I don't know, I had access to it. I don't know. Let's see if it's worth it. More blocks. 1-Up Deluxe. Star Candy. Tiny Mario. Guys, there's not a bros piece here. A Power Beam. Maybe this could be my once and for all solution to the brothers having uneven stats. Because if Mario gets like plus 10 on the HP, then like everything else already seems pretty much where I already want it to be. And then I can actually like have opinions on the stats rather than just constantly trying to mitigate everything. Oh, I can't even afford a magic window right now. I guess in that case I'll use some nuts. But only a kiss. Alright. I really want to reach the point where I'm able to like one-shot them. Okay, so the difference is as long as you press the button when they enter their falling animation, you are allowed to press it early. That's the difference. Which is fine by me. Because the only confusion I have about this is sometimes the enemies are like higher and some are lower. So if you need to like press the button precisely based on that, it's like hard to read the depth. Yeah, that was excellent. That was excellent. I thought it was gonna take longer. The moment has come. The cauliflower instincts are kicking in. I am cracked. So more south. Yeah, these have got to be the rest of the Bros blocks then. And then we're off to Plaque Beach. It's the rest of the Rose blocks. I know what Bros moves will work on these suckers. Oh my god. It's all Luigi. I'll use a fire flower with him too. See, that's what fire flower patterns usually are. I don't know what was happening there. Cool. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Look at this that I smell. Speaking of correcting Mario's HP, his time is now. I don't even need beans. I can just get so strong and muscular. I can go to the flab zone and then do a lot of sit-ups. Oh my, this is even more of like a freebie. Yeah, so I wonder what happens with the state of these like inhale things that are like clearly in the field, but if you can't inhale them, then maybe something different happens involving them? Yeah, I guess I'll pop that back. $4 and $9. Oh, that's why. Come on. How much closer can it possibly get? Even 100 you saw a little bit of movement. I'll do some pause screen syrup though. And maybe a mushroom. Just a kiss.
Bye, Mama Luigi.
Yes. And I should save too. A lot's been happening tonight. Which means that there's a lot to lock in. Man, it is so funny that I said that I wasn't going to do the side stuff. As if I had any control over this. Yeah, I'll focus on the main story. Guy who famously loves to finish things. Like, I really was saying that in the same breath as that I would not allow myself to let a situation occur where, like, you look at that bros moves list and there's one that's just like an incomplete set of bros blocks. Both of these things can't be true at the same time. They can't. Yes, phew!
I got it.
That's right, Mario. Yes, you do. Health up. No instincts this time. Absolutely instinctless. Like, come on, he gets +7, dude! Hey, I'll eat that. +4 is excellent, considering he doesn't even need to spend as much. The usage is going to be so healthy. Oh! It's a room about this! Just in time for me to participate. Yeah, I don't think so. But I can't use my windows on them. It's gotta be all about the Yoo-hoo cannon. Do you think that this is the last time the Superstar Saga barrel noise was ever used? I feel like it was only ever a thing because of the Mario and Luigi games. Did it ever escape this series, like, at all? Whoops. Well, that does the trick. Oh my, like, even the little socks did that much more experience compared to the other guys? It's night and day, man. Why could this possibly be here? Number 6. I mean, I'll take it. I got that FOMO, the fear of Mario's oxygen. Oh, it's beans. Hard bean! The theory is true. There's beans in there! Man, this is a seriously, like, jump-devoted area for the brothers, though. Like, there's so much. Every single room, I see ledges every which way, in every direction. There's all this stuff left to do. I know like everything isn't as crazy as Dimble Woods, but this is like, I don't know if impressive is the word for it, but it's surprising. Hello, Wiggler.
Okay, no. This forest has been beset by many incidents of late. Crop ransacking, castle overthrowing, giant monsters. So we're going on high alert. No access through here.
What if I killed you? Nothing? Not even if I fought you? Damn. Well, whatever. Go get beset by more incidents. See if I care. Can't even get all the bros blocks, even if I wanted to get all the bros blocks. Even if I wanted to get all the bros blocks. This Wiggler piece of shit
can't believe Bowser beset that poor thing with so many incidents lately. Where does he get off? That'll do it. What if the Mario barrel noise is in Mario Wonder? Well, the answer to that is, what if there are barrels in Mario Wonder? And then I guess the answer will be there for us.
FYI, FYI, are you at the beach yet?
Remember, the third stage is atop a cliff.
Cliff is to...
I know where the cliff... I saw this on the map. Don't you worry. Don't get your feathers ruffled. Your beautiful, sweet, adorable, perfect little feathers. Oh, imagine, like, you found 1 of 10 bronze blocks. No, nuh-uh. I don't need to breathe. No more air. I'm past it. I'm in my airless era. Uh-oh. I thought these are the same height. They're slightly taller so that you have to use this even if you know how to spin. Cool. Okay, so this is the only spot that you need to be up here for. It's just a bean. And here I thought, I used to be like seeing so many of these just like hanging out in like normal places. But so far, the only beans that I've like been encountering, if you will, it's only ever stuff that's hidden away in like bespoke rooms, you know? Oh. Like they're always like a reward for finding some kind of secret. So where are all the ones that are in normal spots that Bowser can access that I've supposedly been finding? Does Mario still got it? He doesn't drink water anymore. What happened? It must have been some kind of accident.
FYI, Cliff is to the west.
See, so when you tell me about the wind is blowing at Kavi Cape, this is the place that I associate that music with. Am I completely wrong? Or is there something to this? What is this like Starfy looking ass house? Whoa. You're what? Oh, me, I'm Cuzzle. Who, me? I just told you, I'm Cuzzle. Did I say that? My ears aren't so good. You can tell by looking, I bet. But I used to be called a sage. Well, then why is it to the west? Who's on the puzzle what? Oh, you came for a puzzle. Boy, am I fond of the puzzles. Young folks today, they can't be bothered to use their heads. But when I was a tot, puzzles were the hippest of the hip. You'd try to solve a puzzle faster than anyone you would. Speaking of trendy tots, young folks today, they can't be bothered to use their heads. But when I was a tot, puzzles were the... yeah, I know. Huh? What's happening? What? I what? What was it? Right, I was talking puzzles. Wonder if you guys can do it. You see me, I make the puzzles, the old-fashioned way. And then trendy attack pieces, I tried puzzling them up, but thing is, if I make me a puzzle, I can't never seem to finish it. You want to give it... Yes! Yes! Let her rip. Oh! It looked like this. It's the pipe! These are two things that I asked for, and they're both happening. This is a dream come true. It's a dream team. Well, that's gotta be on this side. These are all kind of pipe related, so they can go in like a big bunch in the middle. Kind of a vague collection that I can sift through at a later date. Gotta get the corners, Jerry. Good. Very, very good. These I'm a little iffier on. Oh, I guess I'm not at all. Literally first guess. Probably here. Yes. And this goes here. This. And there should be another bottom half, which I believe might be over here. No, I think that's for down here, maybe. Oh yeah. Okay, so I thought you could only connect pieces if, there was like an adjacent thing it could latch onto. This is much handier than I thought it would be. I got options. Oh yeah, this is in the bag from here. And then Goomba gets his ass kicked and dies forever. Oh, it probably borders this, right? Or here? Oh, you're a strange one. How about this spot? Oh! Spicy stuff. And then that's it? And then I just get the whole set of 10 immediately? You did it! She's done! Oh! Yup, my puzzles turn real when completed. Ain't that a wonder? I told you I'm a mite shrivelly now, but I was once a sage. Well, I guess you tots need them attack pieces more than me. For me, just seeing that their puzzle done is reward enough. Yes! See, the reason I liked this so much that whenever this bros move is discussed, and I speak of it so fondly, is because I never found the other thing. So this, to me, this was my copy flower, because I think this also goes forever, does it not? Yeah, I'll watch a demo. It seems even a little simpler and cheaper than the other one, so let's see how this unfolds. Oh, but it's a little harder is the thing. It only turns transparent at the very end. Oh, but I mean, it's probably gonna like rotate faster the longer you use it, and it can reverse direction. But you can think of it kind of like, you know, that cup swapping game. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. Now there's no need to rely on the transparency. Cool. Spin pipe, you say? I'm into it. I like it. So there's only 2 more of these left to get, and that's like the full list. Same for Bowser, it seems. An interesting indicator of the overall progress in the story of the game, in the inside story. Well, I'm sure you young tots are busy and all, but gosh, any chance you want to hang around with this old coot? Thing is, I ain't got nothing here but an empty old house. Yep. Just a bit ago, though, there was what you would call an incident. I hope you haven't been beset by them. Since then, I try to keep the place pretty empty, you see. But the urge to splurge is strong in me, tots. Get me a little plush furniture, you know. Problem is, all my furniture turned into puzzle pieces and scattered on the beach. The thing about them is they're not sealed away exactly, but they are hidden. Yep, all over Plaque Beach. Oh, the puzzle sacks. This has got to be what the guy was talking about. Well, I was here for the pipe, and I don't think... for beans? Nah, I'm good. This is not as good as the thing that the guy in the hospital was hinting it would be. Oh, but if it's here? Oh, these are gonna be invisible blocks is what they are. See, that's the place that I gotta go to. The west spot? I mean, it's one cliff, it's one room. There's nothing that happens once you get to the top. It's my move. I could choose to end right now. I know. Oh, but it's telling me to go here, not the other cliff? I think it might wind up counting as like a brand new zone or something. I don't think it's like a Plaque Beach sub area like I thought, but you go through Plaque Beach to Plaque Beach. You go through it to get there. In which case, if it's a whole brand new area and not just like a single room challenge, it's sounding to me like I will be ending tonight. Which is fine by me. Like I said, a lot of stuff got done. A whole lot more side stuff than I ever expected to do, but
complete-ish stuff nonetheless. I got not one but 2 kinds of coffee flour, and that's beautiful. Love wins. The question is, though, the last couple of nights I've been ending early. Well, early I use in air quotes, because these are pretty meaty Bowser streams. But they've only been like 1 block. Like, I don't do like a second game in the night. I'll talk to Cuzzle. I'll see how I feel in a moment. You got yourself a puzzle, eh? I was about to hang on to that. You tots feel the urge to jump into that puzzle right away? Oh. They're timed puzzles. I thought you just, like, give the pieces. Long story, I'll listen while I'm here. This is the last stream of the week I think I'll be able to do. Well, I'm a bit older and more shrivelly now, but I used to be a sage, and a popular one too. Tots today, they just care about the looks, not old Cuzzle. I didn't give a toot about them. Me, I took pride in using the old bean to solve me a quiz or a humdinger of a puzzle. Wow, excellent job, Cuzzle. Absolutely brilliant, Cuzzle. You're hip, Cuzzle. Oh, yup, I was hip all right. I can still picture myself as I was then. Hip, really hip. This house was a party pad back then. Luxurious decor, catering, bands, the works. But that were a while ago. Anyways, just t'other day, I was enjoying me a fine puzzle, as is my custom, when I had me a doozy of a pickle. I was about to put in the final piece, and at that moment, yup, at that exact moment, he arrived. Oh, you tots know the fella, that big old galoot Bowser. He came in pure angry. I tried to have him do a puzzle, but within 30 seconds he got way too peeved. He said, I don't get it! So he started raising him a ruckus and messed up all the furniture in the room. On top of that, the galoot ran off with the star cure, which is a sage's charge. Oh, it's a tough old tale, yup. That big galoot was acting like a big old baby. And ever since then, well, ain't nothing much has gone on around here. I mean, if he stormed in here again, there ain't exactly anything for him to steal. And that's the tale, tots. Now this old coot would just like to enjoy a peaceful puzzle. Anytime you're looking to do the same, you come by and visit old Cuzzle. Do a puzzle. Oh, no, I want to quit. I don't want to beat my time. No. There's got to be a leave on. There's got to be a cancel. If I, like, press a face button, B, quit. Bingo. Quit. I didn't realize you could retry puzzles. But that's a good indication of, how much of this is left. In terms of the rewards of beans to claim. Do a puzzle. And then this one. Okay. Not so bad. It's like a window. Cute. Here's my judgment. Here's my Sonic judgment is I've realized something rather dangerous is yesterday I guess you could say I was puzzling over whether I could do Sonic 2 in one sitting. Here's the truth. Is I'm asking entirely the wrong question. Maybe it goes here? Yeah, okay. Because Sonic 2 does not come after Sonic 1. That's Sonic CD. And, you know, I like Sonic CD well enough. I'm not familiar with it enough, like the other ones, to be able to beat it in one sitting. I mean, I do have the Whitehead port of it, also on my iPhone. And I guess I got to the end of it, somehow. But I think it would be like, it's a little more thinky. It's not instinctual like Sonic 2 would be. So I think I might save that for, I don't know, a week when I have like less going on, perhaps. And maybe, I don't know, maybe by then Bowser will be finished and I won't feel like I have to balance these two things. Because Inside Story is like, I'm gonna be honest, it's tough competition for these other games for me to play. It's kind of the thing that I want to play the most. So if I have to stop playing Bowser's Inside Story to play something that is not Bowser's Inside Story,
Well, I'd rather play nothing at all. Sonic CD doesn't have puzzles in it, dude. And like, if there was already anger involved in me not doing Sonic Mania right, there's gonna be consequences for not doing Sonic CD, I know it. But I don't know, I already did an 100% Sonic 1. But I don't know. CD probably has like more consequences. And I say probably because I've literally never finished CD. At least I've finished Sonic 1 and I can say with confidence that there's like nothing going on with that. CD could be anything for all I know. Ah! He looks like a little bubble to me. Yeah, I gotta get the ones that have like a little bit of green in it. Phew! But it's okay, because I'm not even bothered about it, because the puzzle is over. Look, the problem is over. You did it, she's done. So how many does that equal? Oh, it's like a real window that I got for you. Gaze now, this reminds me of the first lady of my life. Mysterious and strange, just like memory itself, young tots. That's some puzzle and skill. Here, beans up. HP, SP, and POW. Fill up the decor in my place and I'll get you tots more. Oh my, one of each? Man, whatever. Unless one bean is equal to like one up of a stat, which is pretty nice. I was expecting something a little nicer than that. Something. I feel like there's a certain animation in Superstar Saga of like a sack opening over Mario's head and then it turns upside down and just dumps and dumps and dumps. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get so many beans out of this, but you know, this is like one of each. So these two things are not matching like the mental picture. So I'll save. I'll at least poke my head in the door of this next area, and then I'll probably see you guys next time. Oh, okay. This feels like it's gonna be like short when I get back here next time. But that'll be a good thing, because then I can also go like straight to the castle in the next stream. With that though, that's the end. That's it, that's the stream for tonight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me right here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream. And please, no more gift subs of my channel to Arlo. You can't make the streams touch like that. It's weird. I'll save again, why not? But if any of that interests you, you can check out the links to all that in the Twitch cards below, if you're watching this live. And also the links that you will find there, I forgot to mention these, are Twitter, Tumblr, Pilfer, Backlog, to Discord, and I'm in the midst of Keat Week, so if you want to see me post Yowie all week, then, you know, the things that I just said. And there are the Twitch cards below, if you're watching this live, or in the YouTube description, if you're watching the VOD. See, if I've only done like one block, and I can't even do my outro right, then I definitely don't have the brain for Sonic CD. And also, I want to get sleep. Yay! Call me Dream Team the way I...
Night, Mama Luigi.
I have saved like 5 times. Alright, good night.